equivalent forms of an equation of a quadratic function is basically looking at the general form, which we have been playing around with, and that is ax squared plus bx plus c, as long as a, b, and c are constant, they do not change at all, and a cannot equal 0. That is the general form. The standard form, which we have just been looking at the last couple of days, deals with y is equal to a bracket x minus p bracket squared plus q. Today we're going to look at transferring a standard form to a general form and a general form to a standard form. So let's take a look at the easiest one. The easiest one is probably going from standard to general. And it's easier because if we have the equation y is equal to 3 times x plus 1 squared minus 4, all we do is expand.
Daniel Mason, if you're still in the building, please report to the library. Daniel Mason.
Y is equal to 3. And because there's 2's here, that means you have two sets of x plus 1 times x plus 1 minus 4. The 3 comes in. The y is equal to 3x plus 3 in brackets, then x plus 1 minus 4. Once again, we multiply the 3 times the x. Y is equal to 3x squared, and then 3x times 1 is plus 3x, and then 3 times x is plus 3x, and 3 times 1 is plus 3 minus 4. Last step, combine our like terms. I have x squared, no x squared, so it's 3x squared. Here I have x plus x. I add my coefficients, so I get 6x, and here I got 3 minus 4 is negative 1. So there is my general form from my standard form. To go from a general form to a standard form involves a little trick that we also know about. So we have y is equal to x squared minus 4x plus 10. Now we're going to have to make a trinomial here, and to do that I have to complete the square. And to do that, I look at the term with just one variable and a coefficient, which is negative 4x. So negative 4 divided by 2 is equal to negative 2. I square that and I get 4. I then go back and I plug in y is equal to x squared minus 4x plus 4 minus 4, because it's not really part of the equation up here, so we have to bring it in and also take it away. I then will focus just on the trinomial, those three. So then I get x minus 2 times x minus 2, and then the negative 4 plus 10 becomes plus 6. Y is now equal, because x minus 2 and x minus 2 are the same, and now it turns into x minus 2 squared plus 6. So there's going from a general form to a standard form. Now, sometimes we will have an equation where we have a variable with the x squared. For example, y is equal to 3x squared minus 12x minus 1. So, up top here we didn't have a coefficient of the x, but here we do. So we're going to get rid of this. To get rid of it, I'm just going to look at the first two terms. I'm going to look at these two. And I'm only going to take out the 3. So now I take out the 3 and I'm left with 3x squared minus 4x minus 1. Once again, I'm just going to worry about these two here. So I'm going to complete the square again. And to complete the square, I will just look at the negative 4x term. So negative 4 divided by 2 is equal to negative 2. square that, and I get 4. So once again, I bring it in. 3x. Oh, what happened? Once again, I'm bringing in, so I get 3x squared minus 4x plus 4 minus 4 minus 1. Now, I want the trinomial, so I'm just going to focus on these three. There's my trinomial. So when I do that, I'm kicking out this 4. But this 4 was in brackets, supposed to be multiplied by that 3. So then I will have to multiply that by 3. So y now is equal to 3 times x squared minus 4x plus 4 minus 12 minus 1. And then factor this trinomial. Y is equal to 3 x minus 2 times x minus 2 minus 13. These two are exactly the same, so I rewrite it as y is equal to 3 times x minus 2 squared minus 13. So once again, I'm going from a general form equation with a coefficient with the x squared into a standard form equation with all said and done, I guess.